Hello there and welcome back to another Let's Build Wintershold. Today we are going to be finishing off the eastern inner wall. Not eastern, sorry, western inner wall. Just flying over the eastern wall now. Show you what we accomplished in the last video. See? Now, just here you see we're flying over to where we're going to be finishing off. It's going to be a lot of work done to it. Going to expand that fat drum tower here. We're just flying over. Make it taller and put another tower on top. As well as decorating this little sidewalk here where the guards can walk onto the second layer of defence. At first I am going to do the crenellations using stone brick curves and stone bibs. I can't remember what these actually called, but they're like copper shapes, using the arrow slits in between. Now you see me just deciding how I like it and adjusting it. Now adding some more detail down here with stone, I think for trapdoors, and just putting some brazier lamps and chains underneath just to light it up. Just going around this tower, just adding the crenellations using same methods again as before. You see where it's actually up against the mountain itself. I've just left it. No point trying to add that detail when it's sitting flush. I just modifying the path here. Sorry about the rain. And editing the doorway. You see me just adding the slabs, the curved blocks underneath. These are a block lower compared to the actual towers. And using the stone brick anvil shaped pieces. And going back on top with these hopper like pieces as well. Then putting these new caps on top. I'm not sure what these are actually made out of. When I know, I would let you know in the last video of working on the actual walls, because there's a few bits that have to be done, but not a lot compared to what's there. Just adding the last few bits of arrow slits, that's all I have to do. Slowly going up one block each time. Now on the opposite side, same again. But this time I find it a little bit more harder. You see, I put the blocks in the wrong places. So just readjusting them a block down. As you can see. And same again using the stone brick. I would like to cover them like a pillar effect, but for not for anvil, but for shorter on the top base. I use them as pillars, so that's mostly why I like calling them pillars. Going back with the arrow arches, arrow slit arches on the inside. I have to go back and do them on the outside in a second. You can see me doing it right now. Also in this video I am going to be sorting out making these walls a little bit more easy to climb up using slabs of multiple different types. There's a modded cobblestone, a normal cobblestone, and a mossy cobblestone as well. some more rain, as you do. The actual defences on this tower are a little bit harder to do, as we have this wall that's randomly digs into them. It's a little bit harder to do it, but you can do it quite easily. Apparently my phone is on silent, but it's not at the same time, as that's what the beeping is in the background. And you see, just trying to readjust this wall, as it slopes quite a lot on the top corner, top part, the highest part, just there. Just changing the day so it's a little bit brighter for you. You see, just trying to sort out where I'm placing these neural caps. I'm nearest to the drum tower, that's on the same level. It's a little bit of a pain, but I managed it. Just there is the hard part. Trying to sort out and keep everything on the same level, the same design. It's hard when you got something on an angle, but the moment it has different levels built into the angle, it's a pain. It's very confusing as well. As you can see, I've done multiple mistakes so many times. Just going on top of that with my neural caps again, and just trying to sort out this stairway, make it a little bit less harsh. You see me just running up them just to make sure they're not that bad. Just expanding this tower now using my wall, my magenta wall. I think it's most likely just a base for now. I use it as a basis just so I can go over it with my special type of wall mix. But I'm just only expanding this tower one block higher. And going on the inside, just doing this little funky pillar, and on the inside of that I'm putting more magenta wool. And just knocking out the doorway there, as you can see. Now I am just placing more stone brick pillars. These are actually going to help support the tower on top. Now putting the actual flooring using oak planks. Quickly placing them as fast as I can. Building up these, I started building up the corners again. These are in a, just planning out how I'm going to do this next one. You see me readjust my camera just in a second after sorting it out, after the rain is finished obviously. Doing the doorway. And here we go. Just deciding how I'm going to do these walls. Even I'm making mistakes on these very simple parts. Putting magenta wool in between. Then I'm just going to do a quick way to do it. Putting a piece of wool on the outside where I'm going to use wool edit just to fix it. I could use the stack command, but I'd rather use it this way. Later you'll see me do make this double the height. Here we go. Just sorting out the height of it now. Just counting how it is. making sure I got the right length and height. Just a block short. There we go. And removing all the wooden pieces for the lifting. Only issue with a copy and paste, it's a copy and pastes it in a square. Now on the inside of this tower, I am just mapping out where the floors will be placed, placing where the walls will be, and adding the doorway. I've not decided how I'm going to do the stairs in this tower, so I will figure out how I'm going to do them in a live stream. And just adding my bush now. Starting on the crenellations on this side of the tower. I need done half of the crenellations on both sides. And I'm just figuring out how I am going to do the tower's crenellations, the smaller drum tower. It's a little bit different compared to the other ones what I normally do, so it's a different shape. You see me just going back around with these Steinberg copper shaped blocks, adding my arrow slits. And I think I forget my new caps on this bit. No, I haven't. There we go. Shows you how much I remember, doesn't it? I'm doing each corner with a half slab. Only doing half of the crenellations and going back around afterwards. Just adding over our slits around this now, and the no caps. I don't need to forget flowers. And you see me just doing the other half now. I know it's a little bit pointless having this added bit of detail on this corner because it's up against a wall. That actual mountain, but I find it quite you know, you have to finish off one thing. It's not like the other tower. You're seeing me now just breaking out where I'm going to put my windows. I don't actually put our slits in at the moment. Instead I am just adding the actual detail blocks, just readjusting the ones at the top, and I'll do this all the way around, but I don't think I'll actually show you doing me doing it all the way around the secondary tower. No, I don't. To this little cross point here where the protective door is, I've decided to have a dead man's hole. I think it's a dead man's hole, but if it's not, sorry. But it's where back in the medieval times people would drop rocks or hot oil or boiling water down under the fowls. You can see me just adding it now, toying how I'm going to do it. But for dropped, it's just as another form of defence, and it was a very good idea, especially on a hill surface, especially with oil, because you could light the oil and burn your victims alive, your attackers. So I've had one of these on the main gate, so I thought I would put another one just here because It's the last gate type of house, official gatehouse before the main citadel. Now to this front tower, just adding its crenellations, but the same again, a bit of a problem how I'm going to sort it out, as it has this wall coming straight out of it on the corner. So you see me toy with some ideas how to do it in a little while, after adding all of my hour slots. Okay, see, I'm just back over here, just deciding how I'm going to sort out these crenellations. I think I got it happy there, but I'm not so sure. You see, I don't actually place a curved block there because of it being connected straight to the tower, but instead I've used two of these stone brick pillars to connect it to the top piece instead. So it's a joint configuration of each crenellations for each part of the wall. Going on top with my neural caps. Going to this tower. Just add in the crenellations. At this point I am sick of doing crenellations on this build. It takes a while to do it, especially adding all the detail. But I'm glad that this is going to be the last few big part, well, one of the biggest parts to do with the crenellations. Might have to do a piece here and there, but nothing on this extent. See me just adding my detail blocks now, these pillars. Some more curved blocks. Some more of these hopper shaped blocks. My hour slits, then my neural caps. Underneath you can see me start adding the defensive window structures. Just have to finish the neural caps. Just here, breaking out where I'm going to put them. And what I start using is, oh, you see me just make a little mistake there. I use the curved blocks as well. I think the quartz brick hour slits and quartz brick trapdoors. Only on this side where the actual build is, where the actual hour slit still has a gap between the wall and itself, so I'll just go around on the inside off camera just to fit it. Now you see me using my brush commands to add my walkway. I'm using a mask for the grass, using this is bright yellow wool, and you see me add my my stone based road through it in a bit. I need to sort out this big mess up here later, but I'll do it off camera, so don't worry, you're not going to see me do that. Just finding the actual brush now. There we go. Just modifying that corner there. Was not very happy with it. Going to the opposite side now. You see, I didn't do it from the tunnel. I did it from this gate. I still don't know what to do in that little courtyard area. If you've got any ideas, guys, just send me them in the comments. or even hit me up on Twitter. That's another idea to do it. But now you see me just connecting this main road back and forth, adding a detail. Now you see just how far we've got. We've finished this whole side. Mine is a few little bits of detail, but very minor. Just going past this massive tower. It's not the largest, but it is one of the tallest I have. Just looking at all the details that we've done. Going straight through the little tunnelway. Oh, getting stuck somewhere. And there we go. Just gonna finish it off here, guys. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, please like this video, subscribe, and share it with your friends. If you have any ideas what else I should add to this build, please comment it or tweet it at me. I've been Hobgoblin, and thank you for watching this video. Goodbye, guys.